What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Q, aka Mr. Bell, with another edition of Hold Up and Another Thing, presented by Mixed Vibes Media. I'm always here with Miss Jessie. Miss Jessie, how you doing today?
I'm here. I'm doing good. I've had a exciting weekend where I didn't do anything, so to me that's exciting. What about you?
I didn't do nothing as well, so can't really complain. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay grinding at her.
As always, as always. So let's get to it. So I want to first just come out just asking you, how do you feel about being engaged for a long period of time?
What is your definition of a long period of time?
Let's say over 5 years.
Yeah, I feel like it's a long time.
Like, to me that is so long, and I'm not really sure about it. But I asked you because recently I ran across an article where Nia Long and her boyfriend, they've been engaged for like 7 years, 5 years, 5, 7, something like that. I think it's over 5 years.
Okay.
And she's like, I'm okay with that. She basically says in the article, like, and then apparently this is not her first time being engaged for this a long period of time.
So she's used to this lifestyle.
Yes. So it's not like she's totally against marriage, but she feels like there's like an ownership thing in marriage that she doesn't like. She likes like the love part of marriage and even the religious part of marriage, but she doesn't like the ownership. So how do you feel about that in your standpoint?
Okay, I was going to say to each his own.
Right. You can't judge her. It's whatever she wants to do. But would you ever be engaged for that period of time?
No, because then I feel like it's like, all right, what are we waiting on? What are we scared of? Are we scared of commitment? Like what is preventing us from getting married?
Right.
Now, I get like the aspect of we've been together this long, we already committed to one another. Like, why we gotta get the man involved, as people say, you know what I'm saying, or why we gotta get the government involved and all that stuff. So I mean, like I said, each is their own. Like, I know people that's been together for years and never got married, and I also know people my age that wants to spend their life with a particular person, but they don't want to get married. They don't want to change no last name to do all that. But for me personally, it's like, if I'm gonna ask you to marry me, I'm not gonna make you. I'm not make you or make me. Like, we just not gonna wait 5 years. Do what we got to do. We're gonna jump the broom, as they say.
Jump the broom. You know, it's the tradition. Did y'all do that in y'all family?
Shit, I don't remember.
Oh my god. Who's the last person who got married in your family?
Ooh, my cousin Sheeta.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember if they jumped
the broom.
But I do remember.
Were you paying attention?
You know what? Matter of fact, I wasn't there for that part because my son was acting bad, so we left. The thing I do remember was we came back for the reception, and they had open bar. Shout out to them.
Wow, that's what you remember is the open bar. I don't think that. I
feel like
as your cousin, I would probably be offended if that's what you remember.
I mean, I left during the ceremony because my son was acting up. So I feel like I came back for the reception. That's what I remember. I feel like you judging me for no reason at all. But whatever. At least I'm upfront and honest. But what do you think?
Before I give my thoughts, I just want to read what she had to say about love. She starts off saying, love is complicated. Let's just start there.
That is true.
And I agree 100% wholeheartedly. She then goes on to say, and then you start a marriage, which I've never been married, and there's a reason for that, because I don't know that I need to say I do to prove to you that I love you. But also, what does marriage really mean? That you own me now and I own you? I don't get that part. So,
I mean, does that mean you own somebody when you get married?
I mean, that's what she's feeling like. So maybe.
But I'm asking you, do you feel like that when the thought of marriage is like, I own you now?
I wouldn't per se say the word own or use the word own, but just looking at it, like, typically it's like, no, you're mine. Is that the same as saying you're mine? Because that's what a lot of people tend to say.
Yeah, but you could be mine if we've been together for so many years.
Exactly.
Like, I think they've been together since 2010. I think that's what the article said. And they got a kid together. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
since they've been engaged, they've had this child.
Yeah, so it's
that's how long they've been engaged. It says over 5 years.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean, they basically already are each other. So, just for me personally, I don't, taking out the religious aspect of it, I think I want to get married. Like to
Right.
me, I want her to have my last name, maybe even if it's hyphenated. To me, like I want her to be a part. I want us to be one, which I get that we
They can
one.
be, yeah,
That's what
you
else
could be
can.
one
I get it, but to me, it means something.
for her to have your last name.
Yes.
What if she didn't want to hyphenate it and your last name be last?
Say, huh? What?
Honestly asking, like, how would you feel about that?
Honestly, people say stuff like I can't do that or I'm not doing that. As of right now, I feel like I wouldn't do that. But times change. Your mind frame changes as you develop or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like right now, it's like it means something. It means something to me.
For her to have your last name.
Yeah, like we building our film.
For me, I guess it would depend on who was stalling. Because in this aspect, like if you read the article and if you continue to read the article, like it's basically she's saying it's like it's her because like I said, this is not her first time being engaged for one, and then for two, for it being this long period of time. Okay, so for me, I think that I'm gonna say 9, rocking with it. I can't. I'm not doing it because if I guess if you weren't ready for marriage, why would you agree to the marriage? Like you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
why would you
Why
settle
instead
to
of
be
a
engaged?
exactly? Why instead of a engagement ring and now you're engaged to get married? Why wouldn't it just be promised to each other? Like you already love this person because she says I don't feel like I need marriage in order for me to prove to you that I love you.
Which is true.
I agree. I agree with that again, 100% wholeheartedly. So to me, I guess that's like the big thing that I don't understand. So if you don't need marriage to prove that you love that person and that person, loves you, you love that person, why ever did that person one feel the need to get engaged to you? And then two, why did you even say yes if you weren't prepared for marriage? If you weren't ready for marriage, if you felt like you don't need marriage?
Playing devil's advocate, maybe she said yes to saying like I see my future with you and I can see myself marrying you at some point. But maybe she didn't put a time frame on, so I could understand that point.
But
It's
don't
like
you feel like they knew that since he felt he could give her the ring and propose?
But I feel like they just agreeing to marrying each other. They not agreeing to a time frame. They agreeing to like, yes, you're the person I want to commit to. You're the person I want to be with for the rest of my life. Or you know what I'm saying? Now I was going to say for the foreseeable future, but if you just marrying somebody for the foreseeable future, that's not a good idea
At all.
But yeah, they want to spend the rest of their lives with each other. What if that's the case? What if it's not like, hey, she's pushing him off or she's making him wait?
See, I didn't get those vibes when I was reading the article because it's the way that she says. It's the way that she says. It's the way she comes off. She's like, I don't want to be. She's basically saying it like marriage is an ownership, and she doesn't want to be owned, but she loves you, and she doesn't feel like she should have to, I guess, get the paperwork involved just to show that her love for him.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but I'm saying like I could see
So
the
on the
point.
ownership tip, you like, nah,
Yeah, I don't believe in ownership because we get married.
right?
It's not what it's for.
Because even if we're in a committed relationship, bro, you're mine.
Yeah, so it's still
So what is
there's still lightweight ownership,
yeah,
even though you never can own a person. But
exactly.
so
Well, anymore. Yeah, like it's not legal anymore.
so
people.
now, let me ask you: is that every girl's dream to get married
No,
when they're younger?
no.
Not now.
Oh, okay.
Not in
Maybe.
their 20s.
Right.
Talking about when they 8 to 12. Are they dreaming of finding their dream person and they spend the rest of their life white picket fence and all that. What people say.
I used to like daydream about having not daydream. I used to like think about having kids and how many kids I would have just coming from my big family. But I could never remember like, oh my god, I want this kind of dress and like what I mean. I never pictured myself not even getting married because I've always seen myself getting married, but I just never envisioned the wedding and what I was gonna be wearing, and I never did that whole nine. I was a tomboy, so you didn't really get that out of me.
No, okay.
Yeah, what I mean, is that something the guys think about?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say most dudes probably not,
Right.
but I thought about getting married and having a family. I seen marriage. Like my mother wasn't married, but like my grandparents was married. Both my grandparents was married for long periods of time. My aunt, she was married for a long period of time. So like marriage is always seen. Not even all three of my grandparents. The Kathy's too was married, so I seen it. So that's always what I wanted, to have a big family.
You know what? That's actually good that you still envision it, even though your mother wasn't married, because a lot of people might take that and feel the opposite way.
Nah, I felt
so that's actually pretty dope.
Yeah,
because most people go off what their parent did.
Yeah, but you know what they say,
Or
it takes a village to raise a child. So I was raised, and I seen a lot of. So I take bits and pieces from each person that I grew up with that helped raise me.
Yeah. So you're pro marriage?
Yes, I am pro marriage.
I'm pro marriage. I am, but I mean the whole getting engaged and then being engaged for 5+ years. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just
you don't see it for you.
Yeah. Nah, man. Nah.
But Nia out here like, yeah, I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm Gucci.
Plus, I just want to, since we speaking on Nia, I just want to point out Nia.
She's beautiful.
Can I get this off? Nia's fine, like
fine. Nia, so when you think of Nia Long, what movie pops in your head?
Probably Friday.
That's like the second one that pops in my head. Mine now is Best Friend's Wedding.
What? Never heard of it.
What? It's the latest movie that she was in. Remember, it was the Best Friend's Wedding, and then the recent sequel, 20-some years later or something like that. They just had the what? Are you serious? You know what I'm talking about?
Never heard of Best Friend's
Wedding. With the baby and the one died. The lady died. Lance's what's name died.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
He wrote a book.
I don't watch movies like that, so you're trying to explain stuff to me.
Like, I don't this is like Friday of like romance, and she's like queen of romance.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
Yes.
You mean Best Man?
Best Man. You know what I meant.
No, I didn't. That's why I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Thing.
Girl, make it make sense.
It makes sense to me.
Yeah, now Tay Diggs was writing the book. Morris Chestnut was a football player.
Yes.
Okay, now it makes sense. My Best Friend's Wedding. What?
You know what I meant.
You sound like a...
Don't come for me.
She was doing a promo for her new movie. Have you watched the new movie?
Yes, I have.
I haven't watched it. I've heard... Okay, what's your opinion? Look.
Listen, I liked it. People was like, I don't like the ending, and people keep saying it's the same movie over and over. So there was this thread on Facebook, and it had this movie and not Obsessed wasn't on there. It just had a whole bunch of different movies they were all black, and basically they're trying to say like it's the same movie and over and over. Like how many times you're gonna produce the same movie? But no, I liked it. I actually liked it. I thought it was very suspenseful. I didn't see that the ending, him dying the way that he died. Like I liked it. People are like, oh, I called that. Did you? Did you really call that? Stop it. It be making me so mad.
I haven't seen the movie, but all the reviews.
Have you seen the trailer?
Yeah, I seen the trailer.
Did you think the trailer looked good?
Yes, the trailer looked good.
Okay.
But then you get on social media and all you hear is these bad reviews.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear.
How many Facebook friends do you have?
You're the first positive review I've heard.
How many Facebook friends have you had?
I don't know.
But you know what? So with me,
like who don't? Do you know how many Facebook friends you get?
Over 2,000. That's all I can say that.
I know I don't get that much, but it's how much.
So I just say that to say, like, everybody's got an opinion, but everybody don't mind. They're like, I like the movie, I just didn't like the ending. I
mean, I heard that too, but I heard that, and I heard more of I didn't like the movie.
Okay. So what were you saying?
So you keeping track of your Facebook?
No, I can't tell you an exact number, but I know the last time that I looked, it might be more than that. I don't know, or maybe less than that. But I know the last time I looked was like over 2,000.
So have you looked? When last time you looked? A couple months ago?
Couldn't even say.
Yeah, it's probably last week.
No, whatever.
Like, are you trying to get your Facebook friends up to like the 5,000 mark? After 5,000,
I feel like that's too many, and then you don't even see. You probably still see the same 30 people.
I see I have ways where I see like the same 12 people.
Yeah.
And then it goes to after a couple months it goes to the next wave of the same people. It's like, I got all these friends.
It's so weird for them. They need to like not monitor that better, but I feel like Facebook can do something about that. Like I have all these friends for what? I don't ever see their stuff.
Facebook is getting paper, so they don't care.
Yeah. I don't know.
Just keep an eye on it.
Is that your number one social media site?
Yes, it is.
For me too, for sure. I don't get into all those other ones. I know I should probably, but I don't. I don't have an Instagram. I don't have a Twitter. I have a Snapchat. I love it.
I don't use Snapchat. Like somebody told me, LT from Three Mics, he was like, if you got an Instagram, you really don't need a Snapchat because they're basically kind of the same thing.
Yeah, but Snapchat's better.
Do you have an Instagram?
Nope.
Have you ever had an Instagram?
Nope.
So how you gonna say something's better if you never had it?
Because I can't speak on it, so
Anyway,
it's better. What I have is better. What I'm using is better.
Nah, I got a Snap, don't really use it. I got an Instagram, don't really use it. I'm using my Twitter more.
That's good. Promoting.
Basically, that's all I do on it is promote. That's
Yeah.
how you go to my Twitter, it's nothing but links and shit like that. Don't get me wrong, like I'll read other people's tweets, but that's basically it. I think I done retweeted something once. That's it.
I see a lot of. I'm on. So on Facebook, I do have a lot of groups, and I do have a group on there, men and women in marriage. And I want to say, I think it's pretty dope. People give me inspiration. People put their little photos on there, say how long they've been married, how many kids they got, yada yada this, yada that. So, like I said, I'm down, definitely down for the marriage, pro marriage. I love to see people win, love win.
Is marriage
like a must?
No, Is if you don't get married in your life, will you feel like you're disappointed?
I don't think so. I don't think that always has to be the end goal. So, like I said, I know people who don't want to get married. Like, it's not in their cards. They don't want that.
I'm gonna say for me, because like I said, I want to be married. The last name's important to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not necessarily a failure, but I'm gonna feel like I could have done better, or I missed out on an opportunity. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I always wanted to.
Even if you found love.
Yeah, I was ready to say, even if I found love, I think it's important still to me for some reason. And like I'm big on like I want the family. I want a family. I want the family.
You can have the family without that.
I know you can, but I'm saying what I want.
Right.
I understand that there's other
options.
Yeah, but what I want is the family, the marriage, the dogs and the picket fence. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. I think it's important.
Speaking of relationships, marriages, getting married. So, did you see where recently Marcus Houston proposed to his girlfriend?
Yeah, I seen the story.
No, I mean, that's what I meant. Did you read the article?
Yeah, I seen the article.
It's like a big uproar, but it's not even, I don't think it's recent. It's not new, right?
No, it's not new. I think they got engaged over like last year or something.
So is the big uproar because she's 19 and he's 38?
Or it might be because she's supposed to have been a runaway. And he's been knowing. They said they met when she was 18, but people did research and it was before 18.
Yeah, because the article that I had read said that he met her like 3 months after she turned 18 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I guess they fell in love. Yada yada yada. She just turned 19. Did she just turn 19? I guess it would have been last year.
Yeah, I want to say.
So this is probably 20. Still though, where they at? Maybe California. I don't know the legal drinking age.
Yeah.
Your wife can't even drink at the wedding. Like, I mean, just what? That's young. How do you feel?
Well, hope they don't be engaged for over 5 years. They might be for 2 or 3 more years, so she'll be 21.
I'm dead.
But to me, I think. So how do I feel about what her being young?
Yeah.
I mean, but people do that all the time.
And then I want to know how you feel about it, just in general. I mean, obviously, it's their business. We just speaking on it. Who cares? But how young would you go?
Okay, so people do it all the time. I think that's a little too young. But I mean, hey,
technically she's grown.
Okay, barely.
I mean, yeah, like,
technically. Barely.
Yeah.
You're not grown to me until you turn 21. But anyways, you can't even buy tobacco no more until you turn 21. So.
Right.
All right, for me personally, I feel like now that I'm 30, I can't see myself dating a 20-year-old. So I can't do somebody 10 years younger than me because we ain't got the same goals in life right now. Don't get me wrong, women be mature. They say women mature faster. All that stuff. Yeah, that could be argued. But anyways, but nah, 10 years is too young for me. I'm thinking probably 5 years. It's probably like my
25 and up for you.
Yeah.
As of right now.
Right now. What about you?
So for me, he's 38. Like, I get it. Me, I like to think about the future, like, a lot. So in my head, I'm like, okay, yeah, he's all young and handsome looking now. He's in shape and all that now at 38. In 20 years, girl, you're going to be where he's at now. And he's going to be all wrinkly. Like
That's fucked up.
that's all I can think about though. Like in any when I see younger people hooking up with older people, that's all I think about. Like it's all fine and dandy now, but are you really thinking about the future?
Yeah, he might not have the same energy that he got now in 20 years.
Exactly. Stamina might not be
And
there. They're not doing the things that they use. Listen, I can speak on it because my dad is in that boat. I think my daddy's like, I don't know, he might be a couple years older than my mom. So I think he's like 55, 56. His wife like just turned 40. And don't get me wrong, that's not even that big of a gap, but it is. And they're in two different stages. Like he's had so many strokes in the last couple of years, and so his health has just gone down. He's not keeping up with her like he used to. And of course, it was all fine and dandy when they was young. They was hitting the clubs every weekend. They was going out of town every other weekend. And now it's like womp womp womp. He can't keep up. He can't keep up, and it ain't cool when she's getting bored. And I feel like he feel it, she feel it, and I feel like this is not just them. I'm not just trying to put their business out there, but I'm just saying in general. I feel
you
like
just did
this.
though.
I feel like this happens a lot. Like I feel like this happens a lot. My grandfather, when he married my granny, he was 25. She was only 17. My great grandmother signed permission over for them to get married. So I get it. It used to happen all the time when we was younger. But I don't know. For me, I'm gonna say, you know what? It's your business, girl. You're grown. You're over 18 years of age. So how about it? Have at it. I just hope you feel the same way in 10 to 15 years when,
Do you
he's
think
saggy.
so? Speaking of him being saggy, and he's in his going on 60, and she's in her 30s. Like that's your prime. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What do you think that will cause conflict?
Of course.
Now let me get to the real conflict. Is she gonna want to go get it in with someone else?
Of course.
Do you think he should have?
Like,
Do
come
you think
on.
like with those situations like your father or whatever? Do you think they should have special provisions for when they get older?
Fuck yeah.
No.
It's like listen,
Let
you
me
was in
live.
your prime when you met me, you know what I mean? And you was living it, you was living it up. So I just feel like I'm in my prime. Of course I'm gonna still be here with you. I love you. I want to be with you. Like you're my soulmate. But at the end of the days I have needs and you're not fulfilling them anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like, ain't that what it boils down to? Like, don't get me wrong,
Hold on, hold
I
on.
would never.
We assuming when a person gets older that they can't fulfill them no more.
Come on,
They
man.
might still be able to fill them.
Come on,
They got
man.
pills.
Your sex drive goes down in general. Not just the drive, but the want and the need for it goes away. You don't
True, but
want
I'm
it.
sure pills between all the pills, and then you got to think not every female's going. Every female ain't you. They ain't worried about sex.
Now, come on, she's gonna be in her 30s.
And every female ain't you. They not worried about sex.
Bruh. Okay,
I
so
know because
may
sex
not
is
want it as
look.
much as me,
I
but
know
they
sex is your
still
top.
want
Hold on.
sex.
I know your sex is your top priority, and then it's like 1 through 2, 3, 4, and 5.
You know what?
But
Shut up. You
other
are
people, it
always
might not
coming
make
for
their
me. I
top
don't
5.
appreciate
So what
that.
I'm saying
You
is,
are always coming for me. Okay,
hey,
even if it's not her top 5, and I didn't say that, you said that for me.
I
But
don't say every Then you made me forget.
right. But I will say, come on now. I mean, when you turn 60, are you even getting it in twice a month?
That's what I was gonna say. You don't know. You don't know how it is to be 60. But what I'm
I
saying
want to
is
know. I'm gonna
that
ask some 60-year-olds.
that once in a while dick might be enough for her because she's looking for
Cause
other
she's
stuff.
just waiting on the croak so she can get the money.
Damn, you fucked
I
up.
mean, come on. There's no way that's enough.
Maybe she's here for the love and the compassion. Maybe
Yeah, she
sex ain't
is
everything.
now. She's not thinking about that. She's
You
looking
don't
at
know
it
that.
now and him now.
You assuming she ain't thinking about 20
Listen,
years from now.
listen,
Other
and
people think
I
about the
feel like
future
it's
besides
probably the
you.
same way if it was reversed. And with men and women, I just feel like whoever is the younger one gets kind of like the short end of the stick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not fair. But do you
Uh,
think that they're doing that? I don't want to say because they're black, but like, why come in the olden days didn't nobody say nothing to Elvis Presley?
Nobody said nothing to Woody Allen. Woody Allen took those
Woody
choices.
Allen, a whole bunch of them. Like, why is it like you pick and choose when it's cute and when it's like
Well,
disgusting or when it's like
one
not tolerable, not accepted?
one reason it's bigger now is because of social media, like
Oh,
everything.
what they call it, Black Twitter.
But I don't even think it's just Black Twitter. I think if people try to bring up the Woody Allen situation when R. Kelly had his situation,
Right.
it's social media brings up the Woody Allen stuff, but because it's so old and it's so people don't forget about it,
Yep.
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
If social media was popular then, it was relevant, they would have canceled Elvis Presley and Woody Allen. But because of the time frame they did it in,
Mm-hmm.
get swept under the rug.
Good point. Good point. Good point.
I know. I have a lot of them.
I don't think I would agree, but you know.
Yeah, you are a hater.
You're rubbing off on me. It's not my fault.
So speaking of Marcus Houston, right? Do you remember him in IMX?
IMX.
Or Immature?
Immature, okay.
You know they rebranded themselves as IMX.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So do you remember him more for IMX Immature or Roger?
Roger.
We talked about this on the Scorpio Vast Pod, and I was just wondering your thoughts. Me, I remember IMX Immature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember Roger too, of course, but I remember him more for being Batman or whatever they call him or whatever, and House Party and all that shit.
Mm.
My favorite song for them is "Do You Remember Your First Time?" You don't even remember that song?
I don't.
You're a loser.
Sing it.
Do
Let
you
us hear.
clap your hands if you remember your first time?
He's singing.
That'll work. But you're a hater. You are a super hater.
Y'all. Nah, but let me see. So yeah. Oh, and then so I think I said, you know, whatever, it's your business. But for me, I'm gonna say it would be a no for me. And I had to watch this because when I was younger, I was talking to older people and I had to cut that out because I realized I don't even remember who I had a conversation with that made me realize like the future and how I would be in my prime, who like all the questions I'm asking now, like I wasn't asking them when I was doing it. So I remember my first older relationship, I was like 18 and the guy was 25. I know that that's not a big difference, but it is. Like,
yeah, that's not really.
He was already settled down. Like I'm just now graduating from high school. Like bruh already has his own house, own car, a child. Like he was together, and he scared the crap out of me because he was like, "Oh, the next person I get pregnant, you know, I'm marrying her and all this stuff." And I just was like, what? Like, what? Probably TMI here, but I definitely was already smashing him without a condom. So it scared the fuck out of me. You know why this scared me? Him even talking about the future scared me more than actually even getting a disease or fucking getting a baby, having a baby at the time, getting pregnant.
Yeah, your first thought was a baby. I mean, like
that literally scared the fuck out of me. Never talked to the guy again.
Like I said, you know, I messed with a 40-year-old when I was like 18, 19. So I done done it. I'm not gonna do it now. And like now, do you think you talking about messing with somebody older? I don't know if I can mess with somebody that much older than me.
So now I don't know. Now that I don't know. People say it's like your prime. I don't know. I feel like it's all downhill from now. But
speak for yourself. I'm in my prime.
I definitely. I'm settling in. Like, you know what I mean. I have those type of goals that I feel like older people have. So like now, I could definitely see myself dating someone older. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 10 years. I don't think I can go over 10.
That's what I said. Like I feel like
now I could date a 40-year-old.
I'm in my prime. I don't want to teach you social media. I don't want to be telling you what Facebook is and what Twitter is.
Right.
I don't, you know, I can't do it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
But that might not be bad though, to have somebody who doesn't have anything to do with social media or doesn't want anything to do with social media. That might be nice and refreshing.
I'm listening to Trey songs. You listen to Gerald Levert.
I would rock that Levert.
And that's cool. I like Gerald Levert too. But right now, I'm, you know, banging Trey and Chris. I like the old school.
Some songs you're gonna teach me, so I'm pretty sure there's some they can pull out that jukebox I ain't never heard of before.
I mean, possibly, yeah. I just can't. I can't do it.
I'm gonna say probably about 10 years for me.
Yeah, I think 10,
That'll
8 to 10
be my
be
cap.
the max. Yeah, after that, I just can't do it.
It'll be my cap too.
I don't want to be I don't want to be fucking somebody. That's gonna play up. That's gonna play a part for me. I mean, I did it.
I might go get that Social Security. I might go get that Social Security.
So you just using
them for the money. Whole shit, but I might do it.
You just using them for the money. That's fucked up.
I Listen, your granddaddy probably got some stories. I love to sit back and hear them stories. So
Why you spending
it
all his
might
money?
be entertaining. I mean, while we're shopping, while we're going from store to store, while we're in the car on our way to the next store.
Man, you
Like,
a
yeah,
fucked up individual.
yeah, I might go get
That's
it.
ridiculous. Hey, you know what? Now that I think about it, I need me a cougar. Fucks with
Yeah,
you,
I mean, why not? Why
for
not?
different reasons than you.
You know what?
You know why I want a cougar?
Sure,
Because
tell me.
they could probably cook better
Oh, you definitely right. They gonna pull
and
out
more
that
often.
cast iron.
Hey, the best meals come from a cast
They
iron.
gonna pull out that cast iron. I seen something on Facebook the other day. Speaking of that, hilarious. It said, "Have you ever seen your granny cook a taco?"
No,
Exactly. That's what the big uproar is. Like,
she didn't have to.
they not cooking stuff like that.
She didn't have
They
to.
not.
When no need, everything she did hit home.
I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, like, it's so wild. I've never
Yeah, they
seen
didn't
my
experiment with food like that.
granny do nothing like
Like
that.
again, hey, social media. Everybody sees stuff
Social
on
media.
Facebook.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Social media is the devil.
All right, well, let's get up out of here.
Y'all, thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. Please continue to listen and continue to tune in.
Hey, I want to give a shout out on this pod to another pod. Believe me or not, Nikki, hey, you doing your thing, and I appreciate you supporting us. It's your boy Q.
This is Jesse.
Hold up in another thing presented by Mixed Vibes.
Hold up.
What?
And another thing.